We are going to replace our Vault hubs with Bearing Buddies on my boat trailer. It's nothing against the Vault hubs. I just find Bearing Buddies easier to service. I think you could argue one way or the other, however you want, on which is better. But on the Vault hubs, to add grease, you have to take the hub off, pack the hub itself or the cap with grease, and then put the hub back on. The Bearing Buddies, you can just grease them up. If you're not fully aware on how these work, it's a similar concept. The little cap here should be protruding out, and there is a spring pushing pressure to push that grease in, and as that grease goes somewhere, these caps go flush. So if you see your hubs flush on the Vault hubs, they need to be serviced. That grease has went somewhere. Now, the inner seals on both hubs look good, so I'm not sure where the grease has gone, but it is a little dirty in here. I bought this trailer used, with the boat and everything used, and they were like this. I don't know how much cleaning they did on this thing, but there is some grease around here, so maybe it had been leaking out the cap, and if so, there's 2 O-rings on the cap that seal. Maybe one of those O-rings have failed, or maybe they've got some grit in there. Whatever the case is, they need to be serviced, and they're kind of expensive to service. And like I said, they're not as easy to service as the Bearing Buddies. I've never had an issue with the Bearing Buddies. I've run these on every single boat trailer I've ever owned, and never had any issues. So instead of trying to buy the kit, which I think consists of the grease, a new cap, and with the O-rings, and it may come with the springs and everything, I'm not real sure, but it's like $100 for the service kit. We're just gonna put Bearing Buddies. I paid about $30 for this whole set. So we're gonna slap those on there and call it good. So let me get set up, and we're gonna knock these off. I've already checked the hubs. They're quiet. They feel like they're lubed well. There's no slop in the bearings. There's no noise in the bearings. I've checked both sides. So the plan here is just knock these off, put the Bearing Buddies on. But we will, if there's any sign of moisture intrusion into the bearings, we will, at that point, tear it all down, inspect and everything. But if it all looks dry, or I say dry, if it looks like there has not been any water in them, then we're not gonna service the bearings. We're just gonna put the Bearing Buddies on. All right, as I said, the free play in the bearings, and they feel like they're well lubricated. I don't think we're gonna find anything. The reason we're going ahead and doing this is because these are flush. That means they do need grease. I mean, they may be okay now, but this is no longer doing its purpose of keeping pressure like it's supposed to do. So we're doing this kind of, I guess you could call this preventative maintenance, maybe, or just maintenance in general. We're doing it before we end up having issues, because eventually we will have issues here if we just leave this alone. So I'm going to try first with the rubber mallet, and what we're going to do is just kind of come around hitting pretty hard and try to knock this cap off. All right, and we're gonna set that right there. That all looks good. No signs of water. Let me grab something that will catch that. Now, the vault grease is technically thinner than some other grease, but that's not going to be a problem. You know, if we pump this thing up with regular wheel bearing grease, that will not hurt anything. And the bearings are fine with that. Now, there's no difference in the vault bearings. We're going to look and see. Some of these have a little grease port on the end of here. We've got some marine grease here, and if these spindles have that hole, which it feels like they do, right there, we can actually grease these bearings. So hopefully you can see that hole. You can see if I push, grease. So we can actually pump this thing full of grease. Now this is just marine grease that I'm using. It's maybe Lucas. I will look and tell you. We've got two different. We can try that one, or no, not that one. It's going to be that one. And so this is just a, I guess we should tighten that down, adapter for my grease gun. We'll just press that so it seals up, and this will pump grease out. We will see the vault grease run out, and we're just going to pump this for a little bit. Well, that's a whole tube. I kind of wish I had my big grease gun here. I'm at my house, not at the shop. But that's all I've got here. And so I'm gonna have to get another tube for the other side. But that should be plenty here. There was nothing wrong with the vault grease, to be honest. And it's fine if it's mixed. It's not gonna cause any issues. All right, resuming. So since we quickly ran through the grease that was in here, I decided, instead of using up like a ton of those little tubes, I only had one more tube. I thought it was the only tube I had, but I did find one more. But we still haven't packed the hubs or the bearing buddies, so I wasn't going to have enough grease anyway to do this job. So I went ahead and just grabbed this at AutoZone and 2 tubes of marine grease STP. If you've got brakes on your axles, you might want a high temp, but we've got no brakes, so marine grease is made for boat trailers. So this should serve us well. So we're gonna go ahead and pump this up. Like I've said before, there's nothing wrong with this grease. There's nothing wrong with mixing the two greases. It's not going to cause any problems, but we're going to go ahead and pump most of this out until I can see some of our new grease popping out of the bearing, and unless we end up using up a whole tube, and hopefully we don't do that. So let's just put this guy in here. You can see it's getting much thicker. Yeah, that is mostly our grease, our new grease. I think we're gonna call that good. You can see how thick it is. Now, this vault grease is black. So it's not like this is old, dirty grease. It's good grease. You can see we're pretty much fresh grease. It's just it may not look the best, but there's no issues with it. So we're gonna wipe this off just so we get a clean surface where the bearing buddy is going to go on. Yeah, and that has, these hollow spindles are great. There we go. Such a messy job. I don't always wear gloves when I work on stuff, but wheel bearings, even if I'm not packing them, are the time that I always wear gloves. It is just, once you get that stuff on your hands, it just goes everywhere. Okay, that is good. All right, we need to get our bearing buddy out of the package. I haven't even looked at the instructions. I've installed a lot of these over the years, and I have never once read the instructions. And there's not instructions. I guess that's why oh wait. Let's see. This is just kind of facts and questions. Oh, no, there's installations. You can feel free to pause it if you want the instructions. May have to zoom in. Alright. Man, now I'll probably just be getting comments of the things I didn't do that were in the instructions. Alright, so the bearing buddy you have, they actually come with the caps on backwards. But you got this little dust cap or whatever you want to call it. And then the bearing buddy itself. Once you install it, this faces outward and then that goes over it. I'm going to take just the thinnest coat of silicone and put around here. It probably does nothing. It is definitely not needed, but super thin coat just to make sure, and we will wipe off the excess once we drop it on. So I did notice in that brief second I glanced at the instructions while I was holding it, it does say to use a wood block, which I've always used as well, to drive them on. So we've got a big hammer and just a scrap piece of plywood. So we're going to take our bearing buddy and just center it up, put the block of wood over it, make sure to hit in the center and watch it to make sure you're driving it on straight. Drive it home. There we go. And as I promised, any excess, that probably does nothing because I mean we had grease on the end of the hub. My thinking is as that thing's driving on, it's probably cleaning the grease off. But I figure it can't hurt as long as you don't use too much. As you saw, we did the thinnest of coats. And then you wipe off the excess and it's no longer on there. Can't tell. I will read y'all the filling instructions, initial filling instructions. Using a hand grease gun, add grease through the Bearing Buddy Zerk fitting until the grease appears around the retaining ring. Okay. Without removing the grease gun, apply pressure against the piston by grasping the grease gun hose or feed tube with your hand and pushing. If the piston moves in, the hub is not yet full of grease. Repeat this process, this pressure application until the piston cannot be pushed inward or it springs back when pushing force is removed. Small of a grease may be pushed out with the air. When all the air escapes, this grease leakage will cease. We're probably good on grease there. It's pushing back. We've got probably less than a 1/4 inch, probably an 1/8 inch gap between, you know, it being fully pushed out. I like to get them almost all the way pushed out. That's probably too much grease, but yeah. So it's good. So last step is put our cap on. If you give them a little, they get air trapped in them, so if you kind of wobble them on like that, it kind of lets the air come out. I'll put a link in the description to the Bearing Buddies. One thing you do need to keep in mind, I don't know if the Vault hubs come in different sizes. These are, I think it's a 1.98. Is it a 1.98 hub? And I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Something like that. It's just under, it's model 1980, so I think that's going to be 1.98 on the hub. Let's see. For this one. But there are several different size hubs, so just make sure to check your hub and get the right Bearing Buddy for your hub. Like I said, I don't know if Vault hubs may all be the same. I don't know, but just make sure to get the right size hub for your application. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment down below, hit the like button, and subscribe for more.